Rivers of fire.
Perfect Turd Podcast, episode 178, Lamar. It's The Haunting of Hellhole Mine.
Well, first off, let's start off with some rest in pieces because this movie has two people that have passed away.
Yeah.
First off, rest in peace to Tom Sizemore.
Great actor.
Great actor. He was in like a lot of really good movies. One of my favorite movies of all time, Heat. Yeah. Very good movie. Also in Saving Private Ryan. He was also in Passenger 57. We can be here, just naming them all.
Yeah.
Also, rest in peace to Tommy Tiny Lister Jr., also somebody who was in a lot of good movies. Yep. He was in Friday. He was in Fifth Element.
No Holds Barred.
No Holds Barred. He was in a lot of stuff.
He'll always be Zeus to me.
Well, yes. You're such a wrestling fan. So, yes.
Well, they're in this movie. Hopefully that didn't contribute to their demise in any way, Lamar. But,
good Lord.
Should we just start with the story, our first category?
We're going to try to start with the story because
Can you explain it to me, please?
By myself? Okay. There is this family. They have Native American heritage, so they say. And there is a mine that comes under their ownership from a lineage way down.
Yeah.
From their lineage. Because I guess the other part of their family were like, there were white people that were into mines.
Yeah, they were coal miners.
They were coal miners.
They were looking for gold, actually.
Yeah,
they were gold miners.
What is it? Manifest Destiny, when they went out into the West trying to find gold and all that. And so the problem is, though, that there's kind of like this curse or something like that, because the sister starts really just freaking out about stuff when the deed comes for this mine. And he doesn't, the main character, what's his name?
We
got to get better at this, but there's a reason why we probably don't know. But she needs better psyche care. And so he's like, okay, I'll try to see if I can find some money in this mine. And he doesn't go by himself. He goes with a friend of the family woman who lives with them.
That's what I was going to say. Like, Tom Sizemore's character and I guess his girlfriend and or wife or whatever.
Yeah.
They live with these people?
Yeah.
Okay. I was wondering that.
They all live together and like, yeah, let's go. We need to get this money. But then spooky things start to happen.
Yeah.
Native Americans, are involved even more. There's one guy who lost his girlfriend to that same mine. There's apparitions. There's all this stuff that's going on with this mine, and it seems to turn people like on each other.
Yeah, because they start hallucinating and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the way you explain it doesn't sound so bad.
That's the problem.
The way it was executed.
It's very fragmented. It's like it kind of jumps in between like the past and the present. And a lot of things are just weird.
Yeah. Also, it's like an hour and 40 minutes long, and there's just kind of these long scenes of random conversations that really doesn't push the story along,
Yes.
Man. Well, what do you give it?
I give it a half a point for story.
I agree. Half a point. Yeah. There is something there.
There is. It's something there. Yes.
Well, the next category is the characters. What do we think of them?
There were people in it. The character. Okay, we got to get to Tom Sizemore. Tom Sizemore is just kind of like an abusive husband. That's his character.
Well, is he abusive beforehand, or is he abusive because of the ghostly things make him start hallucinating? I think he's kind of an asshole type of character, or maybe he's a neglecting husband. Let's say
he's a neglecting husband,
wandering eye, or whatever.
And see, that's the thing. The wandering eye thing doesn't really pay off to
Yeah.
anything.
But later on, he becomes like pulling a knife type of husband, like
That
pulling
was
a
the
gun
mind.
out and stuff.
Yeah. Eh.
Uh, the rest of the characters. I mean, the Native American girl, the niece or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, she was okay as a character, I think.
It gave a reason for him to go to the mine.
Yeah, but the
Yeah.
rest of the characters were kind of blandish.
Yes.
I
Yeah, they
actually
were
was
very
more
bland.
interested when they were going back in time to tell the story, the flashback scenes where you had Zeus and everything, like all them. It's like I would like if the movie focused more on that, those characters.
Yeah, that's what I kind of thought it was gonna be.
Yeah, man, I'll give it a 0 for characters.
Yeah. Because it's kind of like,
Well, Lamar,
let's.
our next category, you see, to bring the characters to life, you need actors. What do we think of the acting in this movie, Lamar?
Tom Sizemore, like we said, rest in peace.
Yeah,
He did his thing. He was the a-hole,
right.
the main character.
Yeah.
Not so much. He wasn't a leading man in this. God bless him.
Let me tell you something. He might be one of my favorite characters in any movie that we ever reviewed ever. This guy as an actor.
Why,
He
Joe?
was great. Every time he delivered a line, there was a time where he looked in the mirror because the girl thought she was seeing an apparition. And the way he delivered this line of, if you want to get to her, you got to get through me. I almost fell off my chair, Lamar. It was great. And Tom Sizemore, I'm going to say this. I was really impressed. He was actually in the whole movie pretty much. He wasn't one
Yes,
of
he
these guys
was.
collecting the paycheck for a 2-minute cameo. He was in the movie. I'm giving it 1 point. I was thoroughly entertained by all the acting in this movie.
I'll have to give it a half a point, Joe. I'm sorry. Good Lord.
Oh, well, I guess this was kind of a horror movie or whatever. How are we gonna rate the kills?
Okay, back to accidental comedies. The kills weren't that great. It was kind of meh. But one thing that Tom Sizemore and the main character had a fight scene that was very. I'm sorry. It wasn't John Wick Raid esque style. It was kind of more just ha. It was, and how it was shot too. It was like
Yeah.
in one shot, so it looked even more awkward because you have to get like that insert of like the punch maybe coming close to the face. No, it was just kind of like just act like you're hitting each other.
Yeah. I mean, as a whole, the kills weren't that good. The
Mm-mm.
horror or anything. Well, there wasn't anything really great about this film other than it was accidentally funny all over the place. So for that, I'll give him a half point. I was laughing.
I did laugh at that point. That did make me crack up. Half a point, yes.
All right. The last category here. Now, this is interesting because this goes to the whole thing. What did we think of the lore, the backstory here? And also, to go a little further, can Hellhole Mine be made into a sequel? Because, it still could be haunted, Lamar. Somebody else could happen upon Hellhole Mine.
See, that's the problem. If it was explained better, yeah, I like your idea of it just showing, the guys back in the day
Yeah.
going crazy and stuff like that, because I feel like that makes the story a little bit more simple. Like maybe, throw in some Native American stuff, like they don't want you on the land, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But when it goes back and forth, because there's like, I guess, a reveal. Yeah, yes. And it's kind of like, Eh.
Yeah.
So the lore, I think we kind of mentioned it before. The lore is there. There's something there. It just wasn't fleshed out enough.
Yeah, I mean, well, so I don't want to see a sequel, I don't think. I think, but like you said, like the lore could have been cool because there could have been a lot of the old timey stuff, but they were
Mm-hmm.
kind of limited. Like even the mine set looked like a room that they put like a little fake wall up and they shot it just from different angles or whatever.
Yes.
So the limited resource would kind of prohibit them from doing more of an old west type of movie, right?
Yes.
Man, I'm gonna give it a 0 for lore.
Zero.
Yeah.
I'll give it a 0.5, a half a point.
Okay.
Uh, boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Well, Lamar, we tally the score, and the Haunting of Hellhole Mine gets a 2 out of 5.
Yeah, it had something.
It
You
could
could
have
have built
been.
on that. Yeah, the Native American stuff, but I don't know. It just didn't.
Yeah, I think I don't know if it was a money thing or whatever, but with just more budget and putting it towards an old west set somewhere, just making it be in there, I would have. And also, I think Tom Sizemore would have been better in that setting as well, like an
Yeah.
old west setting. Does that wrap this up then?
Yeah, it does.
Hellhole mine. Peace.
Deuces.